Howdy, folks, and welcome to Local Lives, part of the EBPL Podcast Network. I'm your host, Chris Wilcox, and on this podcast, we invite members of our community to share their stories and their talents. To start, we're focusing on musicians who will be performing as part of this year's Summer Acoustic Monday series. This week's guest is Bob Denson. Welcome, Bob.
Hey, how are you, Chris?
First thing I want to ask, how'd you end up in East Brunswick?
Well, you'll have to ask my parents because it was not my decision. I was not yet on this earth. So it's a bizarre way to say I was born and raised in East Brunswick. I lived in one house in the whole time until I moved out to go to college and all of that. And yeah, East Brunswick is, where I got my start. So
sounds like you're a longtime member of the community then.
Yeah. Big fan, been there a long time. So yeah.
What is your genre of music and how were you inspired to perform?
So I purposefully try to change it up a lot. I'm the type of person just in general, even without regard to music, I just like variety, and I like to explore as much as possible on this, great blue planet that we have here. And so that extends into, playing. And so like I have a degree in jazz, but I play all sorts of stuff. Like I wouldn't classify myself as a jazz musician. Like my originals and stuff, it's somewhere in the realm of like rock and folk and blues. But I'd say I have one foot firmly planted there, but then I kind of jump out into like the funk. And like I said, jazz and everything that you could imagine. Like when I sit down to write something, it's like, well, I haven't written the 1950s doo-wop love song yet. Let me write one of those. You know what I mean? And I just kind of use that as inspiration. By the way, I have written that song since then. But, so that's an actual thing that happened. Yeah, and I play out a lot. I have a request list of over 1,200 songs. And the only reason it's at 1,200 is because I just stopped when I got to 1,200. I'm like, this is enough. People get the idea. It's not every song I could play, but it's enough. And, it spans stuff from, I play at assisted living homes. So I play songs from the 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I play all like the jazz stuff, the early rhythm and blues stuff, the country and western stuff, kind of everything. When I play out at like a bar or a restaurant as a solo musician, the game I play is I walk in and I look at the audience and I zero in on one person. I'm like, I bet you like the Allman Brothers, let's say. Then I start to play, an Allman Brothers song and I'm staring at him, I'm looking to see is he tapping his toe? Is he kind of, wait, here's the chorus. Is he going to mouth the one line? And then maybe they do and go, yes, got him. And then I'll move to the next person next to them. I go, I bet you like, and it starts over. So I try to kind of be everywhere as much as I can, because there's no bad style of music. It's all good. You might have to dig a little deeper in some genres more than others to find that good music, but it's there.
So today we're going to be playing your song, Whose Blues Is It? Can you tell us a little bit more about the song?
Sure. So I was just talking a lot about my solo stuff, and this is in regard to my band. The name of my band is Bob Denson's Blues, and it's my passion project. I love to play that genre, and I didn't want to name the band something generic like the Bob Denson Band or the Bob Denson Experience, or something like that, because there's a lot of bands all over that have like that generic title, and I wanted to differentiate somehow, so I made it possessive. I put the apostrophe S in there, and everyone who introduces the act gets the name wrong. Like everybody gets the name wrong. When they search for it online, there's Bob Denson Blues, or something. And so I figured I need to like write a song that will cement in the listener's head the name of the band. So I got the title for this song first. Whose blues is it? And the answer is Bob Denson's Blues. So it's kind of almost like light advertising, I guess. You know what I mean? It's just so people could get the name of the project. And the song itself is about going out to one of my shows. That's what the whole thing is. And because this is an East Brunswick podcast, I could make a local reference here. The imagery in this song, I wrote this about the Old Bay restaurant in New Brunswick, because I used to play there a lot. And so it's kind of about going to see my band there in particular, is what I was thinking when I wrote this.
Okay, yeah, I'm very familiar with the Old Bay. I used to go there a couple times.
Yeah, it was classic. My band, we didn't know it at the time, but we ended up being the last band to play their New Year's Eve party. And also we played at their 30th anniversary show also. And it's pretty awesome because I still have it somewhere. They made shirts and it's got like the Old Bay restaurant. It's got my band name, a couple others on there who were all local and stuff. So that's a cool piece. I'm happy I have that.
Very cool. So now let's play your song, Whose Blues Is It?
Well, suiting up, baby, for Saturday night, checking out your style, get it looking right. Go tripping down those streets in a fast brigade, standing in the shadow of the downtown promenade, just singing, whose blues is it? Whose blues is it? Yeah. Singing, whose blues is it? Oh, baby, Bob Denson's blues, man, whose blues is it? Yeah. Is this a good time, rock and roll? Funky blues and soul, singing, whose blues is it? Yeah. Cell phone, wallet, car keys, and a big fat grin, knowing full well all the trouble I've been getting in. The barman knows my name, babe, so come here and join the crowd. Your body gets the grooving, girl, you know there ain't no stopping us now. Singing, whose blues is it? Whose blues is it? Yeah. Whose blues is it? Tell 'em, man, oh, baby, Bob Danson's blues, man, whose blues is it? Yeah. It's good time, rock and roll, funky blues and soul, singing, whose blues is it? Oh, baby, Bob Denson's blues. Another screaming at your guitar. I'm sweating, man, I'm standing. Ain't no room at the bar. Give me something good, yo, girl, could you hit me just like this? Bring it back just one more time, man, you know that I can't resist. Singing, whose blues is it? Whose blues is it? Whose blues is it? Oh, baby, Bob Danson's blues, man, whose blues is it? Yeah. This is a good time, rock and roll, funky blues and soul, singing, whose blues is it? Yeah, we'll bring it back just one more time, man, whose blues is it? Whose blues is it? I'm singing, whose blues is it? Oh, baby, Bob Danson's blues, man, whose blues is it? Yeah. This is a good time, rock and roll, funky blues and soul, singing, whose blues is it? Yeah, we'll bring it back just one more time, man. It's a good time, rock and roll, funky blues and soul, singing, whose blues is it?
We know that you'll be performing as part of our Summer Acoustic Monday series on Monday, July 25th. But where else can we see you perform?
So this is an interesting question. Okay. So my main thing is that I stream on Twitch. I am a huge fan of Twitch. And if anybody listening has never heard of this place and you like live music, this is the place to go, man. It is so cool. And there's at any given moment, there's like between 20,000 and 50,000 people actively watching, probably hundreds or thousands of live musicians like me. And I'm sitting here in my studio where I stream from. And the only thing is, I stream under an alias, right? And so my alias is not Bob Denson. My name on Twitch is Porkroll Bob, mostly because I think it's a hilarious name. And it's basically another way of saying like New Jersey Bob, more or less, you know what I mean? I'm just repping, you know, as they say. And so I'm there. I stream 3 days every week. It's usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I usually start at about 5:30 p.m. Eastern time. And it's like between 4 and sometimes up to 5 hours long each time. They're long streams. And the reason I love it so much is the community that I've developed. And this is true for Twitch music writ large, is that the people are so cool. They're so warm and inviting and supportive, and just they're hilarious. A lot of them, they make me laugh. I make them laugh. Like, I'll put it this way. I've never hit the go live button and then at the end of it, when I hit stop, I've never, ever been in a worse mood when I'm done. Like, I'm all like, it always lifts my spirits. It's always so much fun. And it's a request show. And what I do, I have here in the studio a looper where I could, you know, play something, record it real fast, and it'll play back again. So for example, hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone, hello. All right. So for those of you, obviously you're just listening. I just, you know, said that and recorded it, and it immediately goes over and over and over again. And so I'll put in drums, I'll put in bass, I'll put in guitar, background vocals, keyboards. And so it's just me, but you could watch me construct the whole track with all of the instruments. And it's a lot of fun. And so I do that a lot. When I play out, a lot of it is private stuff. I play at, you know, country clubs and weddings and assisted living homes and stuff a lot, but I still do play the odd public show. And the next one is actually back in New Brunswick. I'm playing at the George Street Ale House from 7 until 10 on Saturday, July 30th. And then I'm playing August 13th. It's a Saturday, playing up in North Jersey in Edgewater at this really nice restaurant. It's directly on the Hudson, and it's like such a view. It is outrageous. You know, Manhattan's right there. And it's a place called Pier 115. It's Pier 115 from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. That's like an afternoon type show. But again, apart from that, you could check me out at twitch.tv/porkrollbob, all one word. And I'm there between 12 and 15 hours every single week. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, starting at 5:30 and ending at about 10 in the evening. And yeah, that's so much fun. Come join the community. And you can meet people. Like, I have people who watch me from Thailand, from Iran, from Denmark, from all over Europe and all over the States and Canada and all this stuff. And they show up all the time, and we're friends at this point. Like, I know them, you know, they're always there. And there's so many other fantastic musicians and streamers there that you would love to go check out. You know, I'm sure of it.
That's great. That's a very comprehensive answer.
Sorry, I'm not short on words ever.
No, absolutely not. And that's what we like here. We like to hear what our performers have to say. So you've mentioned your Twitch, twitch.tv/porkrollbob. Is there anywhere else we can follow you online?
That's really it. You could find the Pork Roll Bob persona on YouTube. Also, I do have YouTube there. And then also under Bob Denson Music, I still have, like the Facebook, the Instagram, and also a YouTube for that. But honestly, I'm really not active at all on anything else besides Twitch these days.
Thank you again for joining us on Local Lives. We look forward to seeing you on July 25th. Many thanks to Melissa Hosick for producing this podcast. For more episodes of this and other podcasts on the EBPL Podcast Network, visit ebpl.org/podcasts or wherever you find podcasts.